paisanos, welcome back to Super Mario World, and don't worry, we made sure to bring Logan this time. Don't you leave us like that you did last time.
Hey.
Really do the paisanos thing?
Why not?
Hey, paisanos! It's the super... Anyway, wait, I thought you guys had already finished... I thought you already guys finished the castle in the last part.
No, we stopped right after I took care of... after I uncovered the top secret area. So,
yeah.
This part we're going to continue on with the ghost house proper.
Yep. Everybody take a drink every time that James needs to go back to that top secret area.
I'll try not to overdo it.
Secret area. Wait, what was that?
Oh boy, it's a Three Little Princesses reference.
Okay,
Anywho,
that's a comic I've
Oh,
read.
that's right.
Remember when Boogeyman used to make art? I do.
He does make art still.
Yeah.
He still does. He's just very infrequent with it.
More like he doesn't post it on DeviantArt anymore.
Oh, he's another one of those
Where does
guys.
he post it?
Probably Tumblr or Patreon. I don't know.
Twitter mostly.
Okay, I know. I did love his. I did like his big music compilations that he did for 2014 and 2015. Those were good.
As far as I know, he.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I was just.
James, you want? Oh, James, you want to show off that little? Oh, never mind. Dang it! I was interrupted by Matt, so I didn't get a chance to actually tell you.
What, the top secret area? I already showed
No,
that.
I was going to show the little funny thing of when you go across the bridge, pause, and that Chief Teacher's going to keep going up and down forever and ever.
Oh, that. Oh, Lucia.
Oh, hello.
Go my knee.
By the way, by the way, fair warning, my mic is doing that thing again.
What thing? Oh, it's going up and down by itself?
Yeah, I don't know why.
You know what? I don't think it's a.
It's not affecting it too badly.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not affecting it too badly, and actually, hey man.
Welcome back.
I'll be honest. The past 1 or 2 times we did this, I noticed mine is too, but I don't think it's moving quite as erratically as Allie's is.
Oh, mine is moving erratically.
And behold, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you break a level.
That's how you also waste a 1-up.
Well, don't worry, we'll look into it for you,
And
buddy.
guess who
Perfectly
just
good 1-up.
We have 33 1-ups. I think we're fine.
Bonus game.
And even then, I just got into a bonus game.
If you want to talk about speed running and 1-ups, I just finished recording Mario 3
It all
today,
ended.
and when you guys see that, you'll see some pretty crazy speedrun stuff.
Oh, hey, you got that at least.
Nice.
That's nice, but yeah, it was going so well. Then, oh, I missed it. Then it all kind of failed. But yeah, there's a rhythm. If you got it, if you find the rhythm.
Actually, I got the.
Go across the bridge, then pause.
Yeah, I was about to say just going off. It was all going so well until.
Pause.
It was all going so well until. Did you say it was the big fish that was giving you trouble?
Oh, no.
That and the Ice World.
Okay, just going off the big fish.
What
It's
are we
like
doing here?
it was all going so well until dance with me.
There is one where I almost made it.
Not that dancing.
There was one part. There was one part of the recording where I almost made it, and as soon as I landed, I went to get my bearings. I went to turn around, and the fish got me from behind.
Oof.
Oh.
So, James, what are we doing here?
I'm coming back here so I can unlock the proper exit.
Okay.
Oh.
Why? Because we got plenty of time to kill. And I figured I
No,
do
we
want...
don't.
Yeah, we do.
We got 1 part.
Says you. I have all the time in the world, baby.
Well, yeah, just for.
He's gonna. You see, when Gui said that she only has enough energy to do 1 video, he's like, I got it. Time to make the 40-minute episode of our dream.
No, I'm not going that far.
Yeah, just for context sake, Allie's not. She's fine now, but she was saying how she wasn't feeling particularly good earlier, so we're only having her around to record 1 video today.
Yeah.
Pipe.
Well, mainly.
Wait a minute. There's a sign on this pipe. Spoiler warnings?
Spoiler warnings.
Oh. Oh.
Hey. All the way at World 7.
I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet.
What?
Every time I see neon signs above Bowser's castle, I just think of Super Mario 3.
Of World Bowser.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, actually,
I was
I'm
thinking
actually.
that too. I thought that's what you were humming, Matt.
Yeah, that's why it was
I'm actually
humming.
impressed. I didn't. So, and I was saying maybe that. I was gonna say maybe that's why it's called 3D World or whatever. Like, 'cause I never realized that before. That.
Oh yeah, I didn't either until just now.
No, but I was gonna say because I didn't realize that his whole like casino-esque, like big flashy thing even started as early as this game.
I actually completely forgot about it.
Not enough to get on it. Oh well.
I'm a bit surprised Luigi wasn't part of that casino. It's a Mario 64 joke.
Luigi, how could you? Betrayers like, sorry Mario, I mean it's consistent work. They cover dental.
No, Louis. Brother, help me! Long live the king.
Oh no.
Oh, that's terrible.
Jeez. Yeah, so James, what was the point? What was the purpose of all this before I have hype talk again?
Well, I could drop down from this ledge, but I don't want to break my ankles.
It's be Yoshi's ankles, but okay.
Yeah.
So basically, this is supposed to be a shortcut to reach the castle earlier.
Huh.
Oh, I
You
see.
didn't want to go through all this bullshit right here.
You gotta go over the bridge and pause halfway through. Will not let you do it? There it go. Oh no, yeah, no, do the map thing. That worked. I just hold the map. Pause.
Oh,
Hey,
that's what you meant.
how you doing?
Oh.
I'm having a good time. Kiko?
What's your name? My name's Ben.
You come here up often?
And that's the last word he ever said. Goodbye, everybody. We're gonna see that character never again. I'm sorry. I'm a simple man. I like those things.
I shall call him Ben the Fish.
Whoosh.
Boy,
Oh.
the fish.
What the heck?
What the? When did that happen? Did I miss something?
The pipes can do that. Forgot about that in this level. So, Hype, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Just going back to 3D World real quick, assuming I have permission to talk. Something about... I guess not.
No, go ahead. You're done. You're good.
Just, now that you mentioned 3D World, kind of reminds me of kind of a... I guess you could call it a nitpick, but something that's kind of been bothering me ever since Odyssey came out. And I'm not saying this is directly Odyssey's fault, more so a fault of just the community in general. There seems to be this thought process that because of how amazing Odyssey is, everyone's adapted this mindset of, what do you mean? 3D World was never great. What are you talking about?
No, 3D World I think was great. 3D World,
Yeah.
3D World's just a different Mario game.
Whoa, okay. That was close.
And it pretty much brought back aspects of Mario 2 where you could play all 4 characters.
It's basically a better version of Mario 3D Land, even though Mario 3D Land is a very good game still.
I agree. I actually.
It's just
I
that
would,
the whole...
I would. Go ahead.
All I was gonna
That
say is...
reminds me, who was doing Mario 2? I've never beat Mario 2, so I'm not doing it.
Well, Hype did initially want to do Mario Advance for the channel, but he hasn't said anything about it since.
Yeah. But yeah, just going back to what I was saying...
Wimps!
Oh, it's wimps.
Oh, yours. Wait, ah!
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
I was, oh man, I was gonna make a joke.
Okay.
I was gonna say, oh, they're so cute. Mario gets it. Well, they're not cute anymore.
Screw them, they're not so cute anymore. What? They're still... Oh, jeez.
Also, there we go. Are you talking
There
about talking smack by my little brother? Also, Bowser's a progressive ruler. He has brought to the Mushroom Kingdom escalators.
Ha!
Also, okay, sorry. Now, let Hype finish. Hype, you were saying about 3D World and like how people have to be all like negative about it.
I was just saying, it's kind of, the more I think about it, kind of not dissimilar to that mentality people used to have about the new Super Mario Brothers games, where people act like, no, those games are legitimately terrible and we need to hate them.
I don't think they're terrible, but I do think that the formula got stale really quickly, which is why, like,
Yeah.
honestly, I would have rather had, like, maybe 2 games like 3D World over the 5 or so we got of the new Super Mario formula.
And
I want to.
I do.
Hang on, Matt. I just want to say real quick that as much as I thought Rosalina was the saving grace of 3D World, she's just really broken.
Kinda, sorta, yeah.
I love how you worded that way to say, like, up until you got Rosalina, 3D World wasn't good.
Well, no, I didn't mean it like that.
Just the way you worded
And
it, it's
then,
like,
Matt,
oh, she
you were
was the
saying
saving grace, implying everything beforehand wasn't that good.
And then Matt was saying something?
Yes.
Well, no, I was talking to.
No, I know, but Matt was saying something. I didn't see it.
I'm sorry, I wasn't finished.
Am I holding you guys, or should I go to fight the bison?
Let's go fight the boss while she's talking.
Alright, time for Morton Koopa Jr.
my point is that the game wasn't bad. It's just that Rosalina, the formula may have gotten stale, but
What a
Rosalina is
fearsome
pretty much
foe.
Rosalina added something new to it.
To 3D World,
I
you're
love
saying.
how the lights just kind of go off and it's just this awkward,
Yes.
like, was I missing something? Was that it? Oh, by the way, by the way, this is the part where the running gag of the game begins. So we blew up the last castle. This time we just kick it.
Stomp it in the dust.
It'll be fine.
And so, Morton Koopa Jr. of Castle Number 2 is now just a memory. The next area is the underground Vanilla Dome. What traps away Mario in this new world? What will become of Princess Toadstool? What do you think?
Find out on the next exciting episode of Super Mario
I
Z.
loved how much I loved how much sass you gave this area. Like, we're going to Vanilla Dome. It's a dome. It's made of vanilla. Anyway, sorry. Okay, Matt, you were saying, and no one else interrupt him.
Too bad. I think the topic is long gone now.
Go for it.
Anyway,
Mario,
the whole
topic never
complaining
goes,
about
never gets old.
the whole thing about the whole complaining about the new Super Mario Brothers series, I can understand because technically you should not continuously call the series New Super Mario
Oh,
Brothers.
come on!
And yeah, I agree with that,
You
Matt.
should not call the series New
Yes.
Super Mario Brothers after the first one was the new one and all these others are the exact same.
I would argue that new.
Yeah.
I would argue that New Wii did bring in a major new component, which is the 4-player co-op, but even then people refused to count that.
Oh, that's true.
Well, the thing, okay, maybe then it was fine, but then calling like New Super Mario Brothers 2 New Super Mario Brothers, just call it Super
Here I
Mario
go.
Brothers 2 or Neo Super Mario Brothers 2. Stop calling it new because the new one where
Oops.
there's only really 2 new ones.
Well, I think at that point they were only calling
Also-
it new just to continue off the aesthetic of the last 2 games, and they couldn't think of any other word to distinguish.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
the
and,
other
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Then the
I
other
agree with
thing-
Steve.
Now the
Okay,
other thing that
I'll
I will
stop.
say the other thing I will say, because I'm in defense of Matt here, is I mean, okay, what do you think did 4-player co-op better, New Super Mario Wii or Rayman Legends or Origins?
Rayman.
I kind of feel like Rayman did it better.
No, I would argue Rayman kind of did it worse, because in addition to jumping off each other's heads, you also had the ability to literally punch each other's daylights out.
Well, it's like
That's
it's
part
like
of the
a cooperative
fun.
thing, and also, what are you doing, Mario? Trying to do a little dance? Trying to
Sure,
do
it's
a
part of the
jig?
fun, Allie, but that fun kind of goes away a little.
She was like, "Bah, bah, bah."
I was about to say,
Panic there, Mario just.
sure, Ellie, that
Oh,
is.
I was wasting my time.
I was about to say, sure, Ellie, that is part of the fun, but do you think that fun's still there when all 4 of you are trying to do precise platforming in the later levels and one of them decides to be a prick and constantly hits the other person?
That's where cooperation comes in.
Yeah.
And you really expect gamers nowadays to have cooperation?
Watch any like legit stream of Rainbow Six Siege, and you'll see teamwork and like people. I think if people can coordinate tools.
Well,
and
Rainbow
weapons
Six is an
more, the highest, I
entirely
think they
different
can
type of game
coordinate to make
compared
it
to something like Origins.
Actually, speaking of Rainbow Six, I am amazed that that game is still going.
It has a very strong community.
Sorry, Yosh.
Sorry, Yoshi.
Dude,
No, but I'm saying
as a
that-
person who played the original Rainbow Six, I don't mean Vegas, I mean the original Rainbow Six. I actually read the book it was based off of.
But no, Siege, the Rainbow Six Siege game, which I think is one of the best games in that franchise. Like they did it really well, and yeah, like, if they can coordinate all of that stuff, I think they can be expected to coordinate how to jump properly around
Well,
people.
that's
it's not a whole lot to ask.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I know you say that, but to be fair, Rainbow Six and Rayman Origins are 2 very different type of games.
Yeah, but they're owned by they're the same company.
The same company doesn't really mean same game. I mean, by that logic, that must mean that Zelda and Metroid are the same game.
All right. Oh, jeez. Okay. Where do we go? Where do we go? I'm so lost. Oh, there's the key. Good. Where's the keyhole?
Whoa.
Here
There.
it is. Cool.
And thus, the Kingdom Hearts series comes to a close.
Go eat a Mars?
Finally!
Oh, hey, red captions.
Freaking Lucifer.
Nice.
Alrighty, so... I mean, okay, what the... Oh gosh, the rainbow shells suck.
This ought to be fun.
The rainbow shell's so weird.
Oh yeah, because
Oh,
it's a heat-seeking shell.
Yeah.
dang it, and I thought I got him that time. Oh well.
Whatever.
Make do with what you got!
Live life to the fullest!
What if he just hit that and all of a sudden just the world exploded? It's like, don't hit the red button! What's that?
What does a
And
this
the-
button do?
And thus Sonic Boom Lies of Lear came to be.
Where did all this tape come from?
It was Mario. Honestly, I could see that being the case. Red Button Studios is a production company entirely spearheaded by Mario, designed to take down his rival Sonic from the inside. Because I'm saying, like, that's the beauty of this, is that
Actually, you know what? Better idea. Instead of Mario, it's actually Alex Kidd.
Alex Kidd, the hero we all wanted. Because that's the sad part, is that it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna start calling out Sonic and make myself look like a douche by yelling at him and insulting him. No, Sonic Team is just genuinely dropping the ball so hard that people are just losing faith.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And to think, they've held this practice true for a good... I think that it's 2018 right now. I want to say a good 15 years.
Meanwhile, I know Sega can make great games. For instance, as we saw earlier, their Yakuza division is making that Fist of the North Star game, and that's looking pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Logan streamed it yesterday, and I watched it, and it looked actually pretty good.
I showed off the demo.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
okay.
Let it be known, everybody.
I love how the screen even scrolls when he dies.
This is what happens when you rage. The fun part is that your guys' personalities really don't clash well sometimes. But
And yours
but
is
in all
our...
seriousness, people. No, mine's not now. Mine's the worst. I am a jerk. But at least
Very
everybody
well.
loves me
I'm a
because I am
punk.
sponsored by Ankle Arms.
Look a clunky with schnunk. Nobody loves
But see, when we just play-
Not one
Nobody
tiny
loves
hunk.
me. Hunk.
Oh,
I'm a
Hunk.
punk.
See, now I'm imagining. Now I'm just imagining some guy on the beach, like,
oh jeez!
oh gosh, it's a swarm, it's a trap.
Bye!
But no, I love the idea of like,
I got
love,
your reference, Steve.
but no, I love the idea of like not even one hunk. I like to imagine there's like one like muscle. I like to imagine there's one bodybuilding dude on the beach who's like, I like him.
It's
That's the,
my
end of that's the end of the sentence.
I don't know why, just... for some reason, I'm just randomly thinking of, like, this one Daffy Duck short where it's, like, he's kind of matching wits with this, like, bodybuilder duck, and it's, like, you think he'd sound like this big, gruff, mean guy, but he actually has, like, this really nice southern accent. It's like, now, y'all better behave, or else I'm gonna punch your head so hard it's gonna fall right into your stomach.
Makes me feel better. I thought you were speaking tongues or something.
I love that character. I'm not gonna lie, that character embodies both the best and worst aspects of the South, because when you meet someone from the South that's a jerk, they are a grade A jerk, but when you meet one that's nice, they are the...
Yeah.
Such a big enough jerk that we couldn't really hear that last part of Steve's sentence.
Steve, you still with us?
Oh, I thought it was just me.
Uh-oh.
No. The booze have got him.
No.
Not the booze. I was gonna say like
Yeah,
someone.
his
No, I
internet
was gonna-
connection.
I was gonna say maybe that was a point he was making. Was he was saying when people at the South, if they're a jerk, they're a real person from the South, disconnects his internet, like pulls the cable. Yeah, there
So
he
that's
goes.
what it is.
He'll come back and he should save it. Don't worry, we'll be fine. But
I mean, we've already gone this far. It would be kind of a shame if he did.
right, he should come. Oh,
Whoop,
and I
there
will
we go.
and I will not say the quote for him because I don't want him to. What the heck are these things? They're never.
Yeah,
like, they
what-
never
Oh,
appear.
no! Fuck.
Aww.
Infinite dagger.
Lesson learned. Never fly your cape around in a haunted house.
Yeah, the ghosts could fly around too, and they'll get you. But yeah, those enemies. What are they called? Because I never see them in any Mario game ever again.
Dinosaur ghosts? I don't know.
Dinosaur.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Alright, this time I'm gonna make sure to do it properly.
Sorry about that. Internet cut out.
It's all
Yeah,
right.
had a feeling.
Everything went by, and I didn't finish the rest of the quote. So when you were talking, also you actually just came back just in time for us to come right back in. Great timing, Hype. But we were saying, so the
real
last
quick.
part, yes.
Real quick, I found the name of those bubble things.
What are they called?
Oh, what are they called?
They're called big bubbles, also known as bubbles or green bubbles.
Wow,
And in
that's
Jap-
so obvious. I can't believe I didn't figure it out.
And in Japanese, they're called a jumbo balloon. or
Jumbo Badoon.
Jumbo.
So
Makes
so,
sense.
So Matt, sorry, Matt. Sorry. So Hype. The last thing that I remember you saying was when you meet someone from the South who's a jerk, they are a grade A. That's all I heard. So please finish the Mad Lib.
Jerk. And when you meet someone from the South who's nice, they're the sweetest person you'll ever meet.
Oh yeah, he was super nice. I was very mature and violent in my youth. I had a lot of doubt and self-anxiety, and that manifested itself as unchecked rage and aggression. I was
I
a
think
major jerk.
Are you being Gideon from...
Yes, that's what. That's what I was.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what we were talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was quoting in the very beginning. That that makes me feel better. I thought you were speaking in tongues or something.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for our next part of the Super Mario World podcast. I mean, playthrough. Wait till next time,
Oh,
guys.
but the castle's right there.
No, too late.
Aw.
It's already 22 minutes in. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
That's a $5 word if I ever heard one.